Have you ever been in the middle of telling a story and suddenly you notice the other person drifting away? Their eyes flick down to their phone, their shoulders turn slightly, and they give you that polite, face. They're standing there, but you can feel it. They've already left the conversation. It hurts, right? You walk away feeling small, invisible, maybe even embarrassed. I've been there too. And for a long time, I thought it was because I wasn't confident enough or interesting enough. But here's the surprising truth. Most of the time, it's not about confidence. It's about connection. People don't tune out because they're rude. They tune out because, without realizing it, we make it hard for them to tune in. Today on Easyway, actually, I'll share 5 simple steps that transformed the way I speak, and more importantly, the way people listen. Let's dive in. Step 1. Let go of the need to be right. This was my biggest blind spot. I thought I was helping when I corrected people, fixing a detail, clarifying a stat, or pointing out the right version of a story. But here's the problem. When you're focused on being right, you make the other person feel wrong. And once people feel wrong, they stop listening. James Clear often says that small habits shape big outcomes. The same applies here. A small shift from trying to be correct to trying to connect changes everything. Instead of jumping in with, actually, that's dopamine, not serotonin, I learned to say, yeah, brain chemicals are wild. I get them mixed up too. And just like that, the conversation stayed alive. The question is, would you rather be right or be received? And most conversations aren't meant to be won. They're meant to be felt. When people feel comfortable and accepted, they become far more willing to listen and embrace new ideas, including yours. Step 2. Don't over-polish your stories. Here's a counterintuitive truth. Most people who think they're boring are actually too polished. They tell stories like they're performing, smooth, clean, perfectly structured, and yet nobody reacts. Why? Because it feels rehearsed. There's no edge, no realness. What hooks people is not your highlight. It's your hesitation. I once heard a guy talk about losing his job, but the moment everyone leaned in wasn't when he described getting fired. It was when he paused and admitted, honestly, I didn't tell anyone for 2 weeks. I felt ashamed, like I only had value if I had a title. That 5-second pause connected the whole room. We don't bond over perfection, we bond over vulnerability. Step 3. Check your vibe. Before your words. You can say all the right things, but if your vibe feels off, people will pull away. That's because humans pick up on emotional dissonance. When your words say one thing, but your energy says another. If you enter a conversation trying to prove yourself, people will feel tension. If you carry hidden resentment, they'll feel a wall. But when you show up with calm presence, even without saying much, people feel safe. And safety is the foundation of connection. Before you speak, ask yourself, am I tense, defensive, or trying to win? Take a breath. Relax your shoulders. Be where your feet are. That alone shifts your entire presence. Let go of the performance. Be where your feet are. Step 4, stop chasing the wrong ears. Even when you do everything right, some people still won't hear you. Maybe they're distracted, emotionally closed off, or simply not capable of holding space. That doesn't mean you failed. It just means you're speaking to the wrong audience. Here's the trap. We waste energy trying to earn attention from people who don't want to give it. And in the process, we forget the one voice that matters most, our own. The real tragedy isn't that others don't hear you. It's when you stop listening to yourself. Step 5. Speak to connect, not impress. You don't actually listen. You're always thinking about what to say next instead of the actual person speaking. Being heard isn't about being louder. It's about being truer. It's not about crafting the perfect story. It's about sharing the real one. It's not about demanding space. It's about creating it. When you speak from honesty and presence, you stop fighting for attention. You invite it. You attract the kind of people who don't just listen, but remember what you said, carry it with them, and come back for more. Because in the end, it's not about being interesting. It's about being interested. That's the voice people remember. That's the voice worth listening to. If you're interested, you're interesting. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt people drifting away mid-conversation? Which of these steps will you try first? Letting go of being right, sharing vulnerability, or checking your vibe? Drop your experience in the comments. I read everyone. And if you found this helpful, subscribe to Easyway Actually and watch the next video where we make learning effortless and fun.